What do you make of this sacking? I mean, Rishi Sunak said that he would check out what had happened. Someone has checked out what has happened. He found he'd made mistakes and he's gone. That should be it, right?
This should have happened weeks ago. It was always going to end this way. And I think it speaks to Rishi Sunak's weakness that it's taken so very long for it to happen. And this isn't just about one individual. This is about right at the heart of government, a government that is just mired in sleaze. We've had Nadhim Zahawi, Suella Braverman, who herself also broke the ministerial code and then appointed as Home Secretary, Dominic Raab, Gavin Williamson. I think this speaks to a government that just is focused on the Conservative Party, not on the interests of the public. And this is going to continue to happen. This really isn't going away. And I think there are still serious questions that the Prime Minister needs to ask about all of this. Nadhim Zahawi has spent weeks seeking to dodge questions and to threaten those who asked him questions about his tax affairs.
Except, Bridget Phillipson, actually, wasn't it quite right and proper in the sense of having the facts, checking out what really happened? Wasn't it right and proper that Rishi Sunak asked his ethics advisor to investigate? That investigation took its course. It happened relatively quickly. The investigation came back early this morning, and now he's out. I mean, would you suggest that ministers should just be chucked out at the first sign of something going wrong?
This is very serious, and Nadhim Zahawi has spent a very long time dodging this. And I do just think it speaks to Rishi Sunak's character and his judgment and his weakness. He's not prepared to do what's right for the country because he's focused on what's best for the Conservative Party.
He sacked him.
He had no choice but to sack him. He should have sacked him weeks ago. It was always going to end this way. But what happens yet again? We have focus and discussion about all of these terrible things right at the heart of the Conservative Party when the British people know that we face big challenges. It will take a Labour government to get our country back on a better path. I think we've got a brilliant future ahead of us, but if we've got a country that's, where it's all about the interests of the Conservative Party, we're not going to see the change that the people of this country need.
The Liberal Democrats have said this morning that Nadhim Zahawi should also stand down as an MP. Do you agree with that?
I think that's for him. I don't see his career's got much road to run, really. But, I mean, my focus is on not just Nadhim Zahawi as one individual, but right across government, what we see. Suella Braverman broke the ministerial code on an issue of national security. And what did Rishi Sunak do? He made her Home Secretary.
Well,
I think that's his weakness and his failure of judgment.